was the protest?
It was fun. It was peaceful. No violence. I was so happy that police never use violence on the citizens. And citizens never use violence on police. But for now, protest not, you know, the protest continue as you can see, right? Everybody going. The police feels are confused. When they are harassing somebody, it will be a disaster.
So what's the message you got to give to, you know, other Liberians at the same time as you do?
What?
What's the message you got to give to other Liberians who share the same thoughts, you know, as you do?
I will tell them, please, I will tell them, I don't need distraction. You have to know people, they pay with distraction now. I don't need distraction. I will tell them that why you know you can do that, put the phone on the table. If you know that, you're not coming on the table again, you gotta what? Stand on ground to what? Come. You're not coming to use violence. Go about peace. Don't care about violence. Since you've been here, came here for. The way on to get tired. The whole meeting finish, I get tired. Drink got me go see people. Slash and get me around people. That means people got me go, you get tired. Everything finished violence on the citizens. And citizens now use violence on police. But for now, protest not, you know. The protest continue as you can see, right? Everybody going. The police feels are confused. When they are harassing somebody, it will be a disaster. Be a disaster.
So what's the message you got to give to, you know, other Liberians who share the same thought as you do?
What?
What's the message you got to give to other Liberians who share the same thoughts, you know, as you do?
I will tell them, please, I will tell them, I don't need distraction. You have to know people, they pay with distraction now. I don't need distraction. I will tell them that. The way on to get tired. The whole meeting finished peaceful. No violence. I was so happy that police never use violence on the citizens. And citizens never use violence on police. But for now, protest not, you know. The protest continue as you can see, right? Everybody going. The police feels are confused. When they are harassing somebody, it will be a disaster. Be a disaster.
The same thought as you do.
What?
What's the message you got to give to other Liberians who share the same thoughts, you know, as you do?
I will tell them, please, I will tell them, I don't need distraction. You have to know people, they pay with distraction now. I don't need distraction. I will tell them that why you know you can do that, put the phone on the table. If you know that, you're not coming on the table again, you gotta what? Stand on ground to what? Come. You're not coming to use violence. You're not coming to misbehave. You're not coming to express yourself. And what they call protest. You understand me? And all protest is all about freedom. All about peace. Don't care about violence. Since you've been here, so anybody
they had issues that we could dive into and dialogue and see because it's part of governance. But to see them coming around in against the government.
They are the presidents of the Senate.
Well, the president, we went to committee. The president of the Senate have instructed me as the chairperson of the National Security Committee. And since he filed it has some security implications. The government received a petition and how we have the Senate and she can now forward the petition to the executive. And I thought that was civilizing and that was good wisdom on her part to see that the protester at Chucky Store is happy.
What message are you carrying out? What message are you carrying out?
Well, I've got no information. We are all actors, we are all stakeholders. If as a chair of national security petition, we take it to the Senate, the protest, we take it to the vice president. Of course, there will be action. The president is magnanimous.
What message are you taking back now? How do you describe it?
I'm disappointed that we could not carry on this process because of the violent nature that you brought. If we start talking to, how do we dialogue? We start to talk to.
So this implies that the Senate will not receive the petition for the protesters.
We are waiting to receive the petition. If the legislature is giving the opportunity, I have my colleague from the lower house who happy to chair the security committee as well. We are here in full to receive the petition. And I think no, that is not what I'm discussing. I'm discussing how do we move forward. When you have a petition, it's supposed to be received and you know and be acted upon. But if you start to trust to I see.
So what's the way forward?
Well, I think they need to reconsider their decisions to start the issue. We are waiting as a government, as our designated protest. It's disappointing, like I said. I mean, I thought there was going to be a dialogue there. They have concerns, and the government needs to look at the concerns through their petition. And they have to just give it to us. We are leaders of the country. And we are the people's delegate, the president of the government.
So you are returning. What's the message are you returning?
That it was chaotic. I mean, that the protesters start to chunk.
Yeah, I see they want the vice president, the president.
Well, that is their own prerogative, but the government is not the vice president, not the president. The government is a government. And I represent the Senate at this point.
So what does that mean?
And then this medal was given me. So
From a security perspective, do you think it's possible for the president to receive this petition?
Well, I'm not a security advisor to the president.
The action from the protesters, what does it mean to the country?
It's not healthy. It means that the protester does not have a clear mandate. Because if you have a clear mandate, you should come up with your petition to a government official of me, especially my position in this president is a chair of the National Security Committee. So, I mean, I am a direct representation of the people when it comes to security. These are all security related, so I think it would have been fair enough if I received the petition and taken it to the protest, and I definitely was going to go to the executive mansion, and the petition was going to be dived into, and solution maybe conference was going to be called, and the government needs to know what the people's issues are to this kind of thing. So it's a healthy exercise to protest, but you gotta be civilized, and you gotta be peaceful about it.
What's the advice when it comes to security? Because you saw the incident that occurred yesterday.
Well, you saw it. I don't have the advice. You know that the area is chaotic. I mean, you cannot have the protester throwing his tool. It makes it chaotic and unsafe.
So you can go. I think we got to call the police now.
I want to say thank you to every professional person from the media who has made their way at this hour to gather information that is important for the development and growth of District Number 5, Nairobi County, and Liberia Land. I also want to say thank you for the number of work you have done. Without you, our people cannot be informed, they cannot be educated on issues that happen within the country and that are affecting the country. I want to say thank you. Welcome to District Number 5.
Today you brought 2 brand new yellow machines. Tell us, what are you trying to achieve for your people?
I want to give a little history about this achievement. When we had the privilege to be called by the people in 2015, we choose to build our platform not on the basis of what we want to do, but on the basis of the challenges our people face. We walk the length and breadth of this district. There are places in this district you have to walk 10 hours. There are places you have to walk 18 hours. There are places you have to walk 7 hours. Not just 1 or 2 places. There are more than 50 different locations. And one of the cries of these people has been, we have suffered very long. We will stand by you as a young man, but please, when you get there, please do something about the road. When we when we did our calculations by contacting professionals, people who have motor grading company, some of them were very unanimous with us. They charged 7,000 per kilometer. Some charge 13,000 per kilometer. If you look at the number of kilometers we had to achieve, it was more than 100 kilometers. So when you estimate that, it was necessary to get a machine. So in our manifesto, road connectivity has been one of the major platforms of our activity. We told our people that we were going to get used machine as a means to be used by the district to open most of these roads. In 2017, when we got elected, 2018, we entered into a contract with one group they call Lipcom, which will pay the first $138,000 to them. And those people duped us. Today, the case is in court. The librarian who recommended and who signed a surety on behalf of Lipcom, we are pursuing them today. When we came back in 2023, our people found us that we ask you when you deceive us. As a leader, it's not to cry, it's to tell the people we're begging you, give us another chance. We will not let you down. There's a dream come true. There are people who in Moen today, who in Bian. There are people who in Bole. The hearing of the machine being brought into the district. Some of them at their very homes tonight, they're crying because they know the long-awaited nightmare is coming to an end. I want to say it's a privilege to serve. I'm going to be grateful throughout my life. There are thousands of people who want this opportunity. Giving it to me as a young man, it is bread upon me to give back. They have played their part. Elect Suzu. They went up toward 10. Some of them slept on the line just to vote sooner. Some of them had cancer. They voted for us. It is bread upon us to relieve them from their generation and man. I'm grateful to the Almighty God who has given us the strength and the thought of humanity to be able to achieve this. I also want to say I'm grateful to the people of this room of fire. If no one is ever grateful, then I'm grateful for the opportunity given to serve. These positions have given me the privilege to connect around the world. Today, if I'm serving as the Secretary General of WAPA, the West African Association of Public Account Committee, it is the opportunity that is given to me here to move up there. I'm grateful to them. If everything in my life I can sell it, I can do anything to please the people of this number 5. I'm willing to do that. It is a privilege to serve them. I'm already happy tonight. I'm not happy because we brought machines, because I personally brought a machine. I'm happy that the relief will be done for them. I'm happy that I'm going to campaign to them. I'm no longer going to walk. I'm going to drive to reach to them. I told them there will be a time I will drive to come to you people. And I'm grateful to God that I have been able to get the strength to do that. You know, promising and fulfilling the promise are two different things. To promise is easy, but to have the mind, have the grace to fulfill that promise is a challenge.
In terms of dollars and cents, how many dollars do you want to pour into these machines?
So this machine, including clearing all costs, total of $420,000. Yeah, so this amount was not paid. We started to pay against these machines from 2022. So from 2022, we've been paying against it on a gradual basis. If we get 10,000 deposit, ABK has been my friend, a good friend to me. So every time we get 15,000, we pay against it. We get 20,000, we pay against it until we were able to achieve where we are today. I also want to be grateful for the partnership of ABK. Some people say you bring your money in a library with Chichi, will not be able to hold it. But he hold whatever because he knew that our people, he drove in this district with me before and saw the constraint. So he said, whatever means, even you bring 5,000 now, you bring 500 out, we'll mark it against you. And today I want to be grateful. Let me use this platform to say thank you to the ABK corporations that have been able to collaborate with many leaders and politicians in the country and business people to bring relief to our people.
When do the people of District Number 5 expect these machines to start being used for the intended purpose that you brought in?
The machines, normally machines are used during the dry season. When we announced in May that these machines were acquired, because we've been paying against it, but at the time of full payment, it was the time we declared to the public that yes, we can boast now that we have a machine. But then you have two sides of the coins. You have oppositions who always want to paint you black. We talked to our partner that okay, keep the machines with you. During the dry season, which is October, we'll move the machine to the district, dedicate the machine, and be able to immediately start work. But again, the crowd has been too much. Our supporter call them that people say you lie to them, and the machine will not come. So to clear the doubt was to bring the machine today and keep the machine here in the home of the senior senator. There's a I'm going to be grateful throughout my life. There are thousands of people who want this opportunity. Giving it to me as a young man, it is bread for me to give back. They have played their part. Elect Suzu. They went October 10. Some of them slept on the line just to vote sooner. Some of them had so they voted for us. It is bread upon us to release.
3,400. I've done it for that lie. He said, in the first 100 days, bread will be bread and butter. I've done it lie. It's not bread and butter. 3 president, we are done. To my right house, Kalim will be committed. 4 for 5 for I'm a 2 boys children. That means our will cook it will be there. Anybody will eat it. Anybody will eat. But since Braga King, we are not going so far. 2 for. If I say me, they will manage 1 call for 1 call to be them in the net. We are a single father.
So we need the rest press off?
Rest press off! Transportation press off! Braga, stop sagging people! You getting money enough. Braga,
sir.
That's all. I'm Christopher Clay, go where I'm now a sir.
Okay, Christopher Clay,
go where?
Okay, you from the southeast? You from the south?
Say look at that!
Yes,
so the president, we have some kind of that phone wants to win.
What are some tangible reasons you are protesting?
I said no grammar. One more English.
I must speak one more English.
Yeah,
what do you got protest for?
I came to protest for Braga to come to a census.
You're not to a census? Hey, yeah.
Because when you are to a census, since president, they still be a sin now.
Okay.
When you are since president, we are down. I got to make sure, but I'm ready to go to school. I'm paying 60,000 times. I'm working.
Why are you not ready now to go to school?
Because I get it 22 years. She registered in the government. Even my 19 years registered in the government. The 22 years she get her. She said, Papa, she started in the thing.
You said no big English. I heard the first one you said. What the second thing you protesting for again?
The second thing, you must school fee. See, we get work to do the school fee payment can't.
School fee payment can't. You say your children used to eat 3 cups.
5 cups.
You and your children used to eat 5 cups.
That 5 cups won't cook it in the back. Anybody will eat go cup. Anybody will eat go cup.
What's about Joseph Bagatan? 2 cups. How many person can eat 2 cups?
We eat 2 cups. We eat one, we reserve one when they come to school. They eat small again, but I want to keep.
So were you working back then? You used to cook the 5 cups?
I wasn't working. The fish crowd life on a while.
So what you're doing at first, you're getting all that Google money?
What I was doing?
Yes.
I need to sleep for iron on the sea. I'm a fish, I'm a dancer.
So since Waka took power, meaning all the fishes went away from you?
He said run away, escape. Don't go run away, say escape.
How about the iron?
The iron, the slave, forget how the people are going to go down there. Because there is no iron in the sea. If people always sound their vessel, I won't say. So we can go on with the house of practice. We walk with it up here to the tree. We can say under the water, but you don't say, man, I don't know. You saw the water. You say, every single racing, you see on water. That's when you cross the road, we need to come out there. Go back down.
But we hope the president will listen to you.
When you can listen, he is for 8 months. You're going to come to the same.
All right. Thank you. Where are you, brother?
My name is Christopher Clay.
Christopher Clay?
Yeah.
From the southeast and from
I'm from Sano County.
Oh, yes, I heard you call him Bon County?
My mother from Bon County.
Okay.
My father from Sano County. I was born in Abel.
Okay.
So I'm from 3 counties.
Okay.
This is fresh and blood. I really want.
So you call this here?
Because I know what benefit of a person in here. This here? You see Claire? They beat me up. Bro, to say now what? Let me show you my tire. What I did. 2025. Why I say that is more riot? 3,400. Nathaniel brother lie. He said in the first 100 days, bread will be bread and butter. Nathaniel lie. It's not bread and butter. 3 president, we are done. To my righteous God, let me go be community. 4.5 for I'm a 2 boy sure. That means our will cook it will be there. Anybody will eat it. Anybody will eat. But since Braga King, we are not going so far. 2 for. If I say me, they will manage 1 call for 1 call to be down to in the net. Because I'm a single father.
So we need the breast press up?
Breast press up! Transportation says up! Braga, start sacking people! You getting money enough, Braga, President Braga.
Sir.
That's all. I'm Christopher Clay, don't worry, I'm not a sack.
Okay, Christopher Clay,
don't worry.
Okay, you from the southeast? You from the south? Yes.
So the president,
what are some tangible reasons you are protesting?
I said no grammar. One more English.
I must speak one more English.
Yeah,
what do you got protest for?
I came to protest for Braga to come to his senses.
You're not to his senses? Yeah.
Because when you are to his senses, things pass against the scene now.
Okay.
When you are seeing president, I got to make sure about it. I pay 60,000.
Welcome to all of you on our platform. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Liberia. On today, don't forget the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority. And those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual today, I am your humble servant. I'm J. Nathaniel B. Varsinium, just called the ambassador today. And I'm the ambassador against the illicit substance in this country. I'm here today with T. Nicholas Barkley from the production department making this program success on today. This is the People's Program, the program that brings you up to speed with major happenings in Liberia and Africa and the rest of our one word on today. Welcome until 1:30. Remember, we'll open the lines where you have your input. Please listen, follow carefully that you are able to speak in the conversations and you are precise and concise your thought upon, because the comments are very important. They are the building block to our modern and emerging democracy in Liberia today. Today, July 31st, 1910, falls within a period of significant international interest in Liberia, particularly concerning financial and administrative reforms. The United States in particular was actively involved in assisting Liberia with a loan and reorganization of its financial system. This involved the appointment of the American financial advisor who would also serve as a custom receiver with an oversight from other international powers. The Liberian government was actively seeking a loan to address its financial challenges. The United States were playing a key role in facilitating this loan, including the appointment of a financial advisor and a custom receiver. The proposed loan was to be secured by the receivership of customs, with the American official managing the custom revenue. The American financial advisors will be assisted by 3 other officials from Britain, the British, the French, and the German nationality, demonstrating the international nature of a proposed reform. The Liberian legislature was involved in approving the financial arrangement, including the expenses of financial representative Ara P. Frangler, who was working to secure the loan. Today, July 21st, 1915, Liberia was experiencing the aftermath of a cruel rebellion and the ongoing effects of World War I. President Daniel Edward Howard, was re-elected as a second term in 1915 general election, which occurred during a period of Liberian neutrality into the war. The cruel rebellion, fueled by resistance to settlers' encroachment and a desire for development or independence, led to conflict and the execution of 72 crew chiefs. The Kru people, along with other indigenous groups like the Grobo and the Gola, engaged in resistance against the American-Liberian settlers due to land disputes and the desire to maintain their autonomy. 1915, the Kru War, the rebellion particularly into the Sano region, involved attacks on Kru town, loyal to the government and settlers. The arrival of the USS Chester forced the Kru rebel to negotiate a peace treaty. President Howard declared martial law in Sino and appointed a military commission to investigate war crimes, leading to the execution of 72 chiefs. While Liberia maintained neutrality at the start of the World War I, the conflict significantly impacted the Liberian economy, particularly due to the disruption of trade with Germany, which was a major trading partner. Today, July 21st, 1920, Liberia was primarily focused on its internal affairs and negotiations with the American State Department regarding the proposed financial rehabilitation plan. The period also saw the beginning of Charles Dunbar Bobby's King presidency, which would last for a decade upon. The Liberian government was carefully considering the financial plan proposed by the American State Department, with ongoing discussions and negotiations about its term. Charles D.B. King, who has been elected president, began his term, marking a significant shift into Liberian leadership. It's important to remember that Liberian Independence Day is celebrated on July 26, marking the nation's declarations of independence from the American Colonization Society in 1847. Liberian history is rooted in the arrival of various African groups, including the ancestors of the Gola, the Kisi, as well as the Kruyan people. Portuguese explorers also made early contacts with the region, naming it Pepper Coast. After gaining independence, Liberia's administrative structure expanded from 3 original counties to including Maryland and Grand Cayman County. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome. Today's history is a regular feature on our programs here. Today, the 21st of July, 1618, Michael Romanov was crowned the Testa of Russia, founding the Romanov destiny today. Today, 1774, the Treaty of the Kukut, the Kinaka, was signed at the conclusion of the Russo-Turkish War of 1768 to 1774. Today, the Battle of the Bull Run, first, the Menasa by the South, was fought during the American Civil War in 1861 on today. 1925 saw the trial of a high school teacher, John T. Scopes, ended with the conviction of the intendancy. He has taught Charles Darwin theory of evolution into the violation of a state law today, July 21st, 1925. 1954, the Geneva Accord effectively divided Vienna at the 17th parallel on today. Today, politician Sarimanov Banda Ranak became the world's first woman prime minister, who, when she took office into the Ceylon, later Sri Lanka, in 1960 on today. Today, 1967, 7 years after that, Albert John Lutuli, president of the African National Congress, 1952 to 1967, and the first African to be awarded a Nobel Prize for Peace in 1960, died reportedly after being struck by a tree, although that narrative has been challenged today in 1967. 1983 on today, 21st, the world's lowest record of recorded temperature was about 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit to about 89.2 degrees Celsius was measured at the Voxtel station into the Atlantic. Today, the American heavy metal band Guns N' Roses released the landmark album, The Appetite for Destruction, which sold more than 17 million copies today in 1987. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, the final book in the J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series, was released today on the 21st in 2007. 2011 to the 21st, the United States Space Shuttle program ended after 135 missions as the orbiter, the Atlantis, landed at NASA John F. Kennedy Space Center at Cape Canaveral into Florida today, following his poor performance in a nationally televised debate with Republican politicians. Kennedy, Donald Trump, President Joe Biden announced that he was ending his re-election bid. He became the first president since Lyndon B. Johnson in 1968 to not seek re-election. Today, the 21st in 2024. Today, before we go home, the Egyptians defeated into the Battle of the Pyramids. The Napoleon army of Egypt used a new military tactic, the massive divisional squad, to defeat the Egyptian forces of the Moderate Bear. This day into 1798 at the Battle of the Pyramids during the Napoleon-Egyptian campaign today. Today, Ernest Hemingway, the American writer, was born today, 21st of July in 1899 to the Oak Park, Illinois. He died at the age of 61 on the 22nd of July, that is the 2nd of July to be precise, in 1961, and to the King Chalk into our war in 1969 on the 2nd of July. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to all of our folks on today. We say with exclusive delight, welcome and welcome. Please follow us. We're on Cool Channel 2 on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook. We're also live on www.knewsonline.com on our online radio, and we're also on 91.9 FM into Liberia. Good afternoon, a pleasant welcome. I am Nathaniel. We'll take a very short break. We'll come back. We'll discuss issues. You know, this drug thing is becoming so much overwhelming for Liberia. Drugs has become the order of the day, and Liberians and foreign nationals, whether into the ECOWAS belt or non-ECOWAS nationals, they are no longer afraid of Liberia. They are no longer afraid. Even citizens are no longer afraid. They are no longer afraid about the enforcement arm. They are no longer afraid about the law. They are no longer afraid about the harmful effect of this process. And it's also prudent that we highlight this in our discussion today. Drugs has taken a permanent seat in our society, and Liberians are whining and dining with it. There are folks who take drugs for their breakfast, take it for their lunch and supper, dinner, whatsoever, and they are involved with it, and it has now become a family thing, a family business, a family affair. And if caution is not taken up soon, Liberians will start to battle something very much dangerous that will just come from the harmful effect of drugs in this country. Good afternoon, good morning. I took a short break. When I come back, we have other issues to talk about.
Prince. So, Maxwell Johnson, where are you from?
I'm from Kawa, New Jersey.
Kawa, New Jersey. So, Maxwell Johnson, how actually are you doing it?
I think to my pieces on Jersey. But she's not here for me. She went all the time to do business. And I'm on to the horse. So I decided to come around.
Your friends? Yeah. So, okay, we'll come back to you soon. Your name again, sorry? Sepu Sherry. Where are you from?
I'm from Logantown, Bushel.
From Logantown, Bushel. What are you doing here?
I'm going up for Nigel's family.
Yeah?
Based on for Nigel's family, I got money, so at least I can do a little hustle to sustain myself.
Okay, that will all meaning we come to you. Your name too?
Prince Ware.
Prince Ware. Where are you from?
I'm from the
Borokuta. So, what are you doing here, Prince?
I'm doing all the show my past, my past. I
Okay, sorry for the question. How do you feel in this such capacity?
Actually, I don't feel cool thing, but I tell you, I have it before I say, so I will also sustain.
So, what prompted you encounter those such happening?
Me, about me, my friends. Yeah, following friends.
So now, do you willing to change?
I willing to change. But my mom, I got my mom. I said, and I'm really myself being happy and me, the man I was, and I'm the man no more.
So since you came here, did your family emergency to look for you?
No.
Okay, let's come back to this man. Your name is sorry. Your name?
Maxwell Johnson.
Maxwell Johnson. Okay. How do you feel now, currently?
I'm feeling too fine.
I'm coming, wait.
I'm feeling fine in the situation I found myself in. Actually, sometimes if I see now, I get really good. I have to put my energy for. Boy, they see ourselves, so we need to pray by the grace of God that God will help us to cure all of the habits.
So, excluding this, do you have any talent that you can sustain yourself at?
Yes.
What are some of the talent?
Capital.
So, what prompted you being here today? What prompted you?
Friends, actually, I was a dancer before, and I'm following friends, sleeping outside. Don't want you,
Intendant of Bone County, stressing serious salient points upon, and that she is saying it's important to look at it holistically. If we must achieve reconciliation in Liberia. I want to say to you good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Thanks to all of you. We say thanks to those watching us live. Probably Start Football Academy, thank you. I've been told that you had a successful win again through your games. We say thank to you. Keep pushing. Today, Humphrey Z. Scott, the Pacos Islands watching us. So thank you, Humphrey. Welcome to the conversation. Welcome to the conversation. And Prince K. Kamanto is a rehab community things. He watches us live, and Avin Dokoli is watching something they go feel. Thank you. Ephraim Window, Chikisu Factory, Jasso TV Jala, the Bay Bernard's farm, and thanks for sharing our live on the Jasso TV. Edwin Richmond Dulu also watching. He said, Painesville GS Road. Gate Harris Gate is watching from the Visual Media Incorporated for the latest update upon Marita Tilkuyas, the community. Gate Harris Gate is watching. Sekuma Mafanta Jabate Jikotan, thanks to those watching us. You can also follow, share the live, and invite others to join us on today. You know, this reconciliation thing is a whole serious matter that should not be taken lightly. But I got something to talk about today. We hope that we'll find time for that. It's important. And I'm told that the president is in Bone County. He stayed there, dedicated the service center, which is also very important that services be decentralized across the country so that our folks can have easy access to service delivery. And you know, I want to say this, you know, why this decentralization process is being pushed by this government. We also asking that other institution, service provider, please don't make it hard for us or the people. When these areas are open, fast track your activities and hard services provided there. We want to put go there and say, oh, driver license say the program reach here. Birth certificate say you reach here. Land deed, surveyors. Let those areas be open and functional. Because we have seen this before. We don't want the area open, the president go there, dedicate the area where your service center is open here. We got the service center coordinator, we got the services provider. You go there, certain service you can find it there. I don't think it will be fair for the citizens. You want passport, you can wait foreign affairs. Whereas the service center should be there to provide those things. And we hope that it should be, please. Yeah. Please. I don't want to talk about some of the projects the president delegating. I don't think they should be putting out those in the purview of the president. To go dedicate water tower, the president go there. What? The poor building, what they can dedicate? Yeah. Renovating building, they call the president. No. But that's not my focus of conversation today. I want to talk about something first before I go to the drop thing here. You know, anytime the report come out, the last time I spoke with the communication process for the Ministry of Mines and Energy, that the office of the media team could not give me any information as to reports of illicit mining. Again, after all of that, the GSC has conducted a report, and they are revealed that there is an unregulated illicit water sand mining, and it is causing environmental damage, and it has a negative effect on communities around the river there. And the Ministry of Mines and Energy, which should be having the power to regulate, is flip-flopping. They lack proper legal framework. I'm not the one saying it's in the report. They lack monitoring mechanism and qualified personnel as major shortcoming in the regulation of the industry by the Ministry of Mines and Energy. And it is frustrating again. I want to say something. You know, according to the report, the river sand mining activity in this place, they have uncovered a widespread of illegal mining activity going there. Environmental degradation, the lack of transparency, and poaching the lives of properties, especially those around the St. Paul River bank. Because the more you are mining the sand, is the ability to pull the surface of the land gradually to itself is happening. And houses along there will start to face some issues. And it is dangerous. It is dangerous. This report about reportedly that the Ministry of Mines and Energy are having a lot of volunteers is appalling. It is appalling that inspectors, a lot of the inspectors will be volunteers. Mind you go to inspect somebody who doing diamond business where they got lesson. You see? They make our money. If you volunteer, you're on payroll. So you just imagine what's going to happen. Eh? So during the field verification of the auditors, they observed that there are illicit mining activity in Muslim County. In Muslim County. Eh? And they were able to see visible signs of environmental harm. When we received a report, we're asking the communication person there, Richard Monabad, that there's a report of post mining in the Pentor area. He said they got agent there. You know, now the GSC has said the St. Paul River, the river bank, as a cause of the mining, is collapsing houses. It's causing houses to crack due to the constant sand extraction from the river there. And this is not strange. You hear about the black sand mining. How much sense do we have in this country that the Ministry of Mines and Energy know that they allow people to mine sand? Now you have a proper document. How many? How many? Even to the extent that those folks who are mining, they don't have updated licenses. Even those who are working there with them, they are even protected. Then, when they spoke with the community dwellers, in Paul River, they were even alluding to the fact that the residents, that community leaders, community chairmen, they are getting involved with the people there. And money they take from these companies, they don't account for them. So it becomes their own. But at the end result, when the problem comes, everybody now, sorry, I don't know what's going on in this country. And if some of these folks ain't able to do the work, why not they leave the work? Imagine the Ministry Inspectorate Division. The GSC has said they found that to be grossly understaffed, unqualified, lack engineering, lack environmental scientists, lack geologists, which are needed to assess the long-term effect of river sand mining in those areas. And it's affecting Liberia. Imagine one of the companies they talk about here that is currently illicit mining. There are some individuals going on do mining. You see folks, Kalakinos, the mining sand, all that. They got one Zepna, Liberia Incorporated. They're there. And when the GSC auditors went on to find out, they don't have lesson. You will see some folks have some sort of permit or some document, but it is way long overdue. As expired long since, but it's still doing the thing. And it is dangerous for this country. It is dangerous. People get lesson, they refuse to renew. And when the inspectors go there, they see the people there, they get us more money, they come out, they say that they fend for themselves. And they leave it as such. Imagine the Jamaica Road bridge. The car will roll there. It's been affected. Because all the areas, if this is not being taken care of, will affect a lot of infrastructures in that particular area. And just imagine if the Ministry of Mines and Energy in most of the country, they can't see the thing. Tell me now, they'll go see in Bakuru or in Maryland, where they sit. They come to the city. If they can't see what's going on there, Minister, we might pay a thing. The Inspectorate Division, if they can't see these things happening here in most of our county, what's about Brown County? What's about Maryland, Grange, River G, where these illicit mining activities are going on there? Imagine that. Is it that they are benefiting from this? So at the end result, they care less? Is it that those inspectors in the field are not informing them? If I just call the community manager, you tell me, say, all of them didn't know about it. The man said to me last time. And I tried calling you since this morning. Maybe you see my number, you don't want to answer. And these are people that say, they are good friends in the media. Oh, your number, yeah, we are all good friends. But when they want people to get their issues, they ring their number the whole day. Jesus Christ. This country, better need to stand strong. How many sand do you have in this country? That you imagine the black sand and Puerto Rican, now sand they're taking, they even taking someone else like they're taken out of the country. And if you mine sand from one location and take it to another location, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the Ministry of Mines and Energy need to regulate these things. They should create a comprehensive regulations that will focus on solely on river sand mining, drawing lessons from countries like Malaysia, like South Africa, like India. They face similar issues. But if we sit here today, you see some Google structures that are close to rivers. By the end of the day, you go and they'll be affected tomorrow. Folks will have to leave their houses. Sure. You will see a bridge somewhere today, Tomorrow you come, you get answer that breach again. Because of the mining of sin. Who knows what all they taking from there? Today they are mining sin. Why if they find something there? You see? And my disappointment is if the ministry mines the enemy right under their nose. Can I see? But it's good that the GSC has brought this out. It's good that the GSC has brought this out. It's important that they take serious notice. And we hope that this will not be the other reports that go to the legislature, and what the folks can say, die naturally. Die naturally, and no one care to know what else happened. Please, Liberia, please let the others report have a trickle-down effect, that folks are called to book, that they are able to answer the questions about what's going on, and hope that the government too will see the need, because it's all happening like the government so weak, lazy, they just making these statements, doing these things. At the end of the day, nothing happened. Nothing happened. We hope that they can look in our matter. I want to talk about this drugs thing. You know, this drugs thing is almost like a child's play thing now for the country. This is how folks have taken this drug thing. And if we must fight drugs sincerely, this will be the only way that Liberia will succeed. You know, since 24th March, there was this issue at the Miami Beach Entertainment Center, Coconut Plantation. My point, the LDA conducted a rigorous search on the beach, according to court document, and there were Peachability, the son of Musability King, and at one point in time during the process, the representability said that his son has maintained innocence, stating that the narcotic-related charge against him are baseless, and that the weapons attributed to him are not his. And those are issues. And this is how we treat this in this country. But the criminal could see over the weekend has sentenced Peachability, the son of Nima County, Teacher 7 Representative Musability, to 4 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to drug-related charges and other illegal possession of this thing. This is very important. I want to say to Liberians, if we don't fight the drug thing with seriousness, we will be harming the generations. Because in clear essence, if you tell me that the folks today who are in leadership, their time, you will not hear about the proliferation of drugs like that, or where the coups are coming from, the all cocaine, all that, all used to be what you call the opium was around. And because of it not being at that scale, they were able to be trained up their leaders today. And if they will sit down and allow this drug thing to become so rampant, that means the process that they were able to pass through, molding their minds through the instruction of their parents and other institutions and the communities, the young people today will not see similar opportunities. On a serious note, they won't. If a child is about 10 years and start smoking now, become an addict, and nothing is done to help that child, stop that child will remain at 10, 25, 30 years. I don't know what will take it from me again. But we are looking at these things happening. The last time the LDA folks struck down a king grade there, they took several folks from the graveyard. It is now becoming a normal thing. It's now becoming normal. And you will see level-headed people. They're renting an apartment, but they depend on the Zobo then to bring money to them to buy drugs, and they feel happy. And the people, their own customers are living in graveyards, in the grave, in the tomb. They are living in business, but they who say that they living in apartment or in the fence, but they are own business there. And this thing is affecting the country. On a serious note, we are totally overlooking this thing. We are totally overlooking this thing. Eh? The folks are no longer ashamed. They're not ashamed. The last time there were some folks arrested, a drug suspect in G County, proud, a young lady carrying the tablet, tramadol. And because you enjoy for the proceeds, but you care less to know your consumers of the product you're selling, what happened to them? And they are taking a normal business. They're facing the peanut butter with it. They're facing the kaya. They're facing the milk candy. They're facing what? They are designing strategies. And this is what is happening because they see and feel that the arm that is responsible for this thing is weak. And the president not careful. Pretty soon people will say maybe he's not taking drugs. Because if these things are happening and he's not taking a strong stand, this was one of the matter of which the president came to power. The million people understand that the former government was the producer of the import of drugs in this country. Now you have come. You took 3 of your sons and placed in that position. And then when you took not too long, they started fighting, gun to each other. And that thing, that fight, that suspicion that went without altercation or confusion between the folks there, the April Kroma, the Fadiga, the Bauko, it broke down the entire fight and it made the government powerless in the eyes of the people and said, government, you got no power. We'll still do our thing. And like I said earlier on today, it was good that the president saw. I will show you some drugs photos in this country to tell you that these people, they are serious, not because they feel that the country powerless. And when you look at them, these are clean, sound people. But when you see that they are consumers, and I hear the mothers then saying they coming outside, see the mothers that are selling it in there, what are mistake. People are going now spending their energies to not plant potato greens, cassava leaf, but to plant marijuana. And we overlooking these things. And many a times you see that these drugs cases go nowhere. If y'all want the country to be smoking, y'all bringing rest, y'all open the gate, y'all be bringing the grass and the connection to smoke. God, we don't know what's going on, y'all. We don't know. We just don't know what's going on. Because it's no longer really secret that those who will see, feel, and think that should be in the position to help this thing here are the very ones who are making these things look at the way it's looking. And if you follow me now, I'm about to show you dossier of drugs peddlers in this country. And it will surprise you to know that bulk of the people are still women. Bulk of them are social women. It will surprise you to know that bulk of them are social women. Where are we going? These are mothers. Because it's not a child, so you expect that the other person's child will be, because at the moment you get money, there will be Zoho. Your own child, you must sell drugs and support your own child, but the other people child, but none of them come from there. And Oh, Jesus Christ. Just give me a few seconds. I'm going to show you this thing. And it will help you to know that these are just majority of women who are involved in the thing. Mothers. Folks who should be bringing forth the children of this country that will lead the nations tomorrow. They are now the mean. I'm begging you. They're wasting more. And when you watch me, I'm going to show it to you. Nimba County, Lofa County, River G, Queen G, they just cut across the country, and all of them are so women. So women. They have now become the army of producing, peddling drugs in this country. But when you sit down, they will say, oh, we come in protest. The market, the deception in the country here is too much. The same people who do anything, and the same people come and say, they pretend they didn't know about it, but they are the same people. The same people. The same people. They pretend they didn't know about it. You will see one young boy going to school today. Like their friends, they won't be saying here. That boy will change to become what they call Pookie in no time. Because the pieces there, that our client there, the person depend on, and she didn't care, and she will go on doing exactly what she feel and think. I'm going to show you dossier of drugs peddlers. The ones that over the time, some, they're just a tip of the iceberg who have been arrested by, and it was surprising to note that bulk of the people there, bulk of them, they got contact with the force in the LDA. They got contact with those people. So they didn't care, they're not afraid. They are not afraid. They are not afraid at all. They are not afraid at all. I'm going to show that to you. I'm taking a little time on this, and I hope I can see. Let me choose ourselves. The folks that depend on being on the main campaign of this drug thing, they are the main pellets. I'm not saying men are inside. I'm not saying men are apart. Men are part. But bulk of the people, imagine just recently, the woman that was arrested. If you look on the page now, if you watch me live on Cool page, you will see. The lady who brought in the 181, 1,000 worth of drugs. And see Liberian women. Liberian women. They are the main force now behind peddling drugs. What's the future of our children? What's the future? Because if the mothers are no longer concerned about the children they're born today, what's their hope? Because normally you say the men, but I'm not stereotyping any gender here, but you say the men about the moment they say the men, the useless people didn't get time. But the women, they say we win 9 months. If they are the ones who are the progenitor of this process now. When DA arresting drugs, Grangeda County, or from Grangeda County coming, Salaman checkpoint, Riverside County, Nimba County, Lofa County, there are women in this thing. If you see the other lady among the photos I'm about to show you online, you see her own, she growing. She said, you're not worried. I want you to show these people to me for the public to see. There's a lady here from Lofa County. You see, they harvested marijuana with her. They were not processed yet. Then they got the people who will process it. Then they make it in pieces. They wrap them up. Like the way they used to tie the Ajinomoto or the pepper or the salt. They make it in smaller parcels. Then they get the people who do the kush. They tie the market. And these things are issues that when the children get on it, within 1-2 years, they are off track. But the mothers of the land decide to trade these things here. Oh, my people, where are we going? Where? But we say, oh, government do this, government should, why government have the woman problem? Citizens also having their own problems. And these people, they are living in communities. The community chairman there. You just might say, that we want to talk about the children, we go to it, but then the way they can come, oh, and their children, you now are afraid of them. But you allow someone to say something in the community and they take them again, they turn fearful. We're joking in this country here. They want to open the free port, the way you bring in rest, bring marijuana, bring cocaine, bring tar, bring money, bring kush. Let us do a ticket. What kind of country is this? What kind of country is this? We pretend to ourselves so much. We pretend. What kind of country is this? These are borders involving trading drugs. They say, you know what? The children out there say, you know, they start cigarette, you know, they smoke the sack for, because the sack having tar inside. So the mothers decide to trade these things to the sons and daughters. That today, tomorrow, they don't have a future. And our leaders, our lawmakers sit there. The arm that is supposed to regulate this part sit there. Yesterday, they said only opinion were around here. So they only didn't take opinion when they would take it about red. So they didn't take it. People don't have to take it. So the whole school, even despite the Civil War, they were still trying to manage themselves through. Today they are leaders. But they are leaders today. They introduce the children to the kush. They sit there when they join. They keep taciturn. They don't talk about anything. What's in the future? You think when your parents were able to manage you during the days that you're able to go through the world, you come today, you are a leader. Today you are a representative. Today you are a minister. You are a director. You are a technical minister. You are assistant. You are a commissioner. You there. So the ones that are on the street today, who guide them today? That tomorrow they can stay in the position when you're no longer able. And don't even dare yourself that you stay in that position for a lifetime. No. Even if we give you the next 50 years to serve in one position, you will not make it to be there. Life and time will come up with you. You don't make it. You need somebody to be in a position. Who? When you people will join the mothers, so women, look at how woman come from the airport, says she know the man, she just bring the thing. Who luggage you just take from that area and bring it, say the man just kill me, I'm carrying. Who? Eh? Then the children are selling cold water. They say one car, if you go to the one water, say, give me one, give me the man. They said no. But you travel from all over that country. Then you say, somebody just give me something, me carry it, and you took it to bring it. Look. Look at mothers. And all these photos I'm showing to you, these are 2025 photos here. Imagine that. What's the future of this land? They say the dealer can take drag and own supply. The dealer can take drag and own supply, but you make it for other people. And the young people taking, I want them to know what they all they're taking. Because what they all? They didn't make a small car as up. You're going to light bulb. The kush, what is the message with? People don't know. But they are making you dream. Something that you're taking and make you to forget about yourself, your livelihood. But those people that are selling those things, they are living good apartment because they're using the money. Look, the laws are on the book. We need to come down hard on these people. They usually say corrupt officials, when they are held and they are investigated and they are guilty of the crime, let us treat them hard so that the others will not go there. This is a sin with drugs peddlers. People bringing the drugs in the country, selling the drugs, let us deal with them hard. So that when you get in, oh, you tell your son and daughter, don't put him in drug selling business. Because it's not happening to me. How will you support it? Sure. But today, what the government doing? I watch you on the street. What you selling drugs to them? How they get you on the street? Jesus Christ! I'll take a break here and go for the sit up and the message from the women empowerment. When I come back, we close up. This is very, very pathetic in this country. And what pains me more is that Liberian people pretend to themselves that they don't know what's going on. Liberian people pretend so much that they don't know what's happening in this country. They are the cause of some of the problem, but they pretend they don't know. They put on jobs. We are. What are Bwaka? You are the one. The only reason why I see them to be held in the team because they are the leaders. But that job, they are selling drugs. You see what your man saying? During the former president time, he was just saying drugs. That job, I was saying it. He said because this president came and made him to not sell drugs against him, so he went in protest. But why you are depending on to live? Jesus Christ. God. I'll take a break and go for this message. We'll make sure agenda.
Generation I'm grateful to the Almighty God who has given us the strength and the thought of humanity to be able to achieve this. I also want to say I'm grateful to the people of this room of fire. If no one is ever grateful, then I'm grateful for the opportunity given to serve. These positions have given me the privilege to connect around the world. Today, if I'm serving as the Secretary General of WAPA, the West African Association of Public Account Committee, it is the opportunity that is given to me here to move up there. I'm grateful to them. If everything in my life I can sell it, I can do anything to please the people of this number 5, I'm willing to do that. It is a privilege to serve them. I'm already happy tonight. I'm not happy because we brought machine, because I personally brought a machine. I'm happy that the relief will be done for them. I'm happy that I'm going to campaign to them. I'm no longer going to walk. I'm going to drive to reach to them. I told them there will be a time I will drive to come to you people. And I'm grateful to God that I've been able to get the strength to do that. You know, promising and fulfilling the promise are two different things. To promise is easy, but to have the mind, have the grace to fulfill that promise is a challenge.
In terms of dollars and cents, how many are you want to pour into these machines?
So this machine, including clearing all costs, total of $420,000. Yeah, so this amount was not paid. We started to pay against these machines from 2022. So from 2022, we've been paying against it on a gradual basis. If we get 10,000 deposit, ABK has been my friend, a good friend to me. So every time we get 15,000, we pay against it. We get 20,000, we pay against it until we were able to achieve where we are today. I also want to be grateful for the partnership of ABK. Some people say you bring your money in the Liberian with Chichi, will not be able to hold it. But he hold whatever because he knew that our people, he drove in this district with me before and saw the constraint. So he said, whatever means, even you bring 5,000 out, you bring 500 out, we'll mark it against you. And today I want to be grateful. Let me use this platform to say thank you to the ABK corporation that have been able to collaborate with many leaders and politicians in the country and business people to bring relief to our people.
When do the people of district number 5 expect these machines to start being used for the intended purpose that you brought in?
The machines, normally machines are used during the dry season. When we announced in May that these machines were acquired, because we've been paying against it.
My people, I know you already hear the good news, and so
what kind of good news, Balipa?
The good news about the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection project called the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, or LWEP, is here to help 267,200 people.
Oh yes!
Out of the 267,200 people that the project will reach, they will help 36,000 women with small money for themselves. Whoa! Me idea there is to make sure that women and girls always have money on them, so they can be able to help themselves, so they can be able to help their men or their husband, their family and their community.
Yes,
it makes sense because you can only give when you have.
That's true. But the project you're talking about, that what kind of county there in?
The project in 6 counties. For me, Riverside, Grand Gide, Monserrado, Bapolu, and Grand Cape Mount counties.
Okay.
And it going on in 498 different communities in those counties.
So how they ready to win the project now?
The project, yeah, in 5 different winning. Number 1 is changing mindset or norms.
Tell us about that one.
Good. For example, man beating a woman not supposed to go to school. Then so women can say, if he not be me, he not love me. That kind of thing. That is they want us to change.
Yeah. Because no man supposed to beat their woman.
Yeah.
Then men should make sure women go to school. And no woman must say, if he not be me, he not like me.
Yeah.
No woman must think like that. Say, it's not correct.
It's not correct.
Then what about the second part?
The second part of the project is about the health recording.
But what did the data people then not do?
How they should help women and girls who may do wrong thing to.
You mean the way the data people will take care of us when men take advantage over us in it?
Yes. On top of that, they even going to help schools to open health clubs so girls can be able to talk the things that matter to them.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
How about part 3 now?
Part 3 is where the project will give some money to help different women and girls groups like village saving groups, family groups, livelihood groups, people who get their little table marketing, and people who not fit to take who get out the set. The quick people call them marginalized group. And you know, like people who can walk group and things like that. All of them, they will benefit too.
Me, I will look around in my community.
Yeah, I myself will find them and be a part of them too.
Yeah, you mean? Because women will not leave men behind. Here we go.
Because you know what? The project will reach 30% men and 70% women.
Yeah, you hear it?
Yeah.
You mean I will tell plenty other women and girls so they can join the project.
That's the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, where women are helped so they can always have money in their beds.
Then, what the other part of the project will do?
This other part of the project is where the project will give helping hand to the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection System.
How?
In ways that the ministry will have records on gender-based violence cases. Then they will also have record on the TRN.
But far in 6 counties, Pony, Monserrado, Bapolu, Riverside.
Come back, thank you. That message there from the World Bank and the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection there. A message for Liberians upon. You know, the country here, government need to get very much serious. And because the women know that the men there were in LDA, they let too much women business and they let too much money business, so the women are seeing the wrap down to take. So the only business involved in the country will sell drugs. I will tell my team to keep showing the women that are selling drugs here. Let us go see them. Even last time when I listened to the head of prevention and awareness of the LDA, Madam Great G. Morba, she was saying there's a gap in the enforcement of the drug prevention areas. They should be going around talking to the folks, to the schools, to the ghettos, so that the parents are giving all their children, or the parents are selling drugs, that are making other people children to take the drugs, they can see the need and to desist. But even Microphone, Fiyico, social areas, they don't have it. So the women of that country are seeing the need, saying there nothing in that area, let manpower, they say that the land will use them. When you load the car, just tell the driver, say, my man, I guess on the year, I will pay higher money than everybody, but pretend I don't know. When we reach there, I'll use my woman's skill. Go my show Chelsea and back out to the DJ, man. He myself trade number 9, I play our papa here, and have been going on. And you myself be doing it always. Or they use state security. They look at one officer and say, officer, yesterday in the front seat, by the time we do the gates, he will salute you and we'll pass. We'll drive, we'll get you something. So officers, state security risked their positions and escort drugs in this country. This thing, we must take it with seriousness. You know, so that when we are saying for drugs, I said, no wonder why former President Doe was moved to the extent that many people on the pole and firemen. Get hide. It hide. Because the portray the whole country not get sense, they don't want to get sense. And their sense is driving this country crazy. When you check to the one of the call ceremony that he put a whole security power together. AFL, police, LTA, fire service, Seaport police, Navy, score boys, you put all together, they show and they country put the money in there. What kind of country that? And by the time you look now, when they show they play the money, the rest of the others, no more citizen, we think the zombie state. See that? And some of the people who are in security forces, they do smoking, they consuming the drugs. No wonder why you see some accident happen, you wonder. Who know why these drivers are under the influence or something? You're not behind them. The only thing I can tell you, he may know the road, he can drive. He can go reach quick. Oh, was so rich. But the day he bump into something, everybody die. They say, hey, problem come. Because we don't want. The president should just be careful. Maybe he himself, they might just run him on a tree because the drought might be under some influence. He not smoke a kush, he not take a towel, a market. He said, let's be, we get into something, we start crying in this country because they're drugs, you just don't know where the limit is. Because pastors and all are taking drugs. What kind of pastor? You pay all along. One morning, you just wake up. The family, they are late doctor they have in there, you been praying for the family, the father, he get job. What do you get here? You say you want to get into a affair, but I people daughter you go look for. What is? Even that you now smoke in your room. Or you go to the church, you say you lock all the door, you spray the place, you send the bathroom, you smoke, or in your office you smoke, then you say you have to preach, you have to pray for people. Because we just don't know the limit of this drug thing. No wonder why when the person go protest. If you ask majority of the people to go protest, they don't know why they go protest. All they know they hear something. Is this how we'll carry this country? Is this how this country you're going to survive? Where are we? If there's no care, who will be the next Nathaniel to sit here and provide education? It will be the man who's sleeping on the pole. Will it be the man who are taking his glass, know the money, and come and will be able to do it? To be research? Oh, Liberia. Mr. President, you need to wake up, Mr. President. You need to wake up, you and your folks. Because if care not taken, you yourself 2029, the people will say you yourself you smoking to the drugs too. They will accuse you. You started a good fight. The zest. Why? Why are we going low? We hear arrests of major drugs cases, but we don't see them going to concluding from cases of police stations or from courts to prosecution areas. Look at the last time was a serious disgrace to us. The day of search at the Moresino prison. Million Liberian over drugs they took from that place. How come? So you mean all the prison staff that are there, no correction officers, how they drugs the people there? So when they post smoking in the jail, they can go. The marijuana move on the farm, enter a bag, enter the city, powered by the courthouses, enter prison facility. We are really joking in this country. Look at, we're coming to celebrate another year, 178 in existence. Some say we're 200 now. But what kind of news we're hearing? If care is not taken, our children will put it in the street light, they will climb on the pole, take it down because they want to smoke something. We saw that with her and the children entering the graveyard, scraping bone, they're in bones, they're one bone. We talk about jokes, start laughing with it. We're gonna spell on the nation. We're gonna demonic spirit on this nation. The evil things are just the order of the day. Jesus Christ. Lord, save this country. The people are no longer afraid. They are no longer afraid. They will say they can't do it in other country, but they'll come and do it in Liberia here. Oh, 0775 919 919 080 919 919 are the numbers. Let's talk to you this morning, this afternoon. I'm frustrated today. I'm frustrated. You imagine that one of the callers said, let me read this text. He said, this is Jackson Brooks. And said, I tell you, my brother Nat, so shocking to see a group of women involved in drug dealing. Even old lady. We have to investigate this man. Imagine that. Mothers. Someone who should be a grandmother selling drugs to the children. So her own grandchildren tomorrow when they're so good. What's he getting from? Oh Jesus. This time we see her walking with her friends and say, let's do such anesthesia. Look at graveyard, the entire area. You go, you say, go and see the poor graveyard there. You can sit there and eat. But why would I do that? Are we having, they don't having 10 hairs? How many that play me clean? They having more than 50 hands? Are we saying that they got sense more than us? The president say, the president can speak both. They say, oh yeah, the president can speak, but the country, the drug dealers are plenty. Good afternoon. I tell you, say, I said, I'm angry, I'm vexed. They asking me, how you doing? I don't understand how you can do that thing. Somebody not happy, they say, they asking me how I'm doing, huh?
You are not angry more than me, sorry. Thank you for the conversation. You know.
Hey, man, thank you. We can't stay in the kitchen, don't come there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I did the show and I'll call you afternoon. Let me say thank you for the time you spent with me. And the topic you're discussing is one of the most significant topics that many houses for this conflict getting more awareness on it. We all find solution to the problem. You know, right now, like you said, I'm very discouraged when you look at the underage children. The one that producing the ones that was far better than the one that the drugs are producing now.
Yeah.
Children are in possession of cigarettes on a daily basis, and they got people who happily seek themselves in there and living by imagine being officer living in an environment who call it circle. In that circle, you have symmetry there, and that symmetry cannot be an area that you will raise, grab them, in a bigger carry to the person that will not come around and see area again and discourage the person by the children that live in the security. They got shared in the night time, and then I'm going to the market ground and go say, people come from that very community and put that symmetry in there, and they sell drugs in the day. You also come and this them go away. The very people, the hardcore when I will read it, and the days,
Oh, okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah.
My brother, the great application I'm going to start there to be successful. Because someone enjoy and someone will enjoy. Someone is happy and someone will happy about it. So the only thing that they penetrate, brother, but I'll call it, brother, probably treated.
Yeah. Today nobody even understand why Abraham Kroma, Baoko, and Fanikana were fighting. Nobody know.
So that is what I'm talking about. To get able to, I went through that whole thing and know what they really going on there. Because you can the operation, the for operation, they can give it to sell you on the fee. I'm going to do my selection and bring it to the for it. But you the boss.
Yeah. Why he afraid? Why he afraid that when he be the boss and let the other people function, what will happen to him? Why he afraid of?
So that the whole thing people don't understand.
I don't understand how to. Okay, my brother. Good afternoon.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for the service. This is the spot of faith and calling from the community. Yeah, no, sometimes when I listen to you, sometimes there is what you say, that's God, you can always say it. Yeah, she is the job there. Yeah, the job teaching in the country is actually one part of it. That is realistic. They can't have a job, they're taking and taking now. They can't have a job, they're taking now. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to do the minute taking, they might have went to Jarusha, one of the Opa, Mati, and then I went out married. They're waiting for people at Jarusha. I asked them, oh, Jerry, and then someone to her. He said, no, I don't know what is that.
Yeah, why are you doing that?
He said, oh, my man, they're carrying it there. And then I didn't want to do it. I said, well, so now when they come here, they got a job there. We don't know what they got. When they got in there, he said, come on, dog.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Nathaniel, thank you so much. I'm George Mova from GSO. Nathaniel, you have said, oh, and then government can't this drug dealer was not in the country because our government officials that didn't want to get main jobs there. And our women there, our children, all these people on board there. You see some people drinking liquor, they smoking, they trying to see that's what they happen in this country. Then I said they want to see sinful steps in this country. Because maybe they didn't incident that you see children there, you know, I want you to see our children there,
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ambassador.